Hey, Algebra 2, it's Mr. Brayman back with some tips on LFR1 Practice 2. Kind of the challenge questions towards the back. I'm going to give you kind of some heads up on some of these here. So the most common questions I've gotten are about 21 and 22, so I figured I'd do those for you guys. All right, it says the slope of the line between the points negative 3r and 4, 8 is 8/7. What is the value of r? Okay, we're going to use the slope formula because we've got a hint there for it, right? It says it right there. So if I'm going to treat this as x1, y1, and this is x2, y2, I can do this. My slope formula says that I have y2 minus y1, which is 8 minus r, divided by x2 minus x1, 4 minus negative 3. And if I simplify, well, I can't simplify the top. That's still just 8 minus r. The bottom, though, I can simplify. That becomes 7. Now, I need to find the value of r that makes this 8/7. Well, it's nice the denominators are all the same, right? So I can just look at the numerators now. I've got common denominators here. So I could say 8 minus r equals 8. And so you can do this one of two ways. You can reason it out and say, well, what do I take away from 8 to leave me with 8? And you come up with 0, which would be the case. R equals 0. So if I take away nothing, I end up there. But let's say you're like, Mr. Brayman, I want to know how to do this using algebra. And I say, good on ya, here we go. We'd say 8 minus r, so I'll give a little room down here. 8 minus r equals 8. I would have to subtract 8 from both sides, leaving me with negative r equals, well, 8 minus 8 is 0. And if I've got a negative value, what we don't write in there is that 1. So it's like negative 1 times r, if you remember that. Okay, and so what I do is just divide both sides by negative 1. Negative 1 divided by negative 1 is just positive 1, which we were going for, right? We wanted a positive r. And 0 divided by negative 1 is still 0. So that is a quick update on a couple of the questions I've been asked about, and I hope that's helpful. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and let me know.